needs to know the risks when singing Taylor Swift under anesthesia will bring in the views? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to have you all back here with me again this week for another video. If you are new here and this is the first time you are seeing my face, welcome. My name is Sam and I make weekly videos dissecting internet nonsense, so if you're into that type of thing or you like today's video, I hope that you'll consider liking and subscribing because it really helps out the channel and make sure you never miss another upload from me. Guess who's back? Anna's back.
Who's got a problem?
In all seriousness, listen. If you don't have a group of real-life friends who love to listen to you talk about niche internet drama and nonsense, you are in good company. I don't either, which is my favorite part of having this channel, is getting to gather with you all once a week to talk through some internet nonsense, because creators and influencers be out here doing some crazy stuff sometimes. And the creator in question today is none other than Anna over at Glitter and Lasers. The last time we talked about Anna here on the channel, we were talking through her new podcast in which she used that first episode to diagnose herself as a medical mystery. Outside of promoting that podcast, her content has been heavily focused on surgeries and Starbucks, which by all accounts is a winning combination. And the very thing that I want to talk about today. Before we get too far in, just in case you don't know who Anna at Glitter and Lasers is, if this is your first introduction, let me just give you a brief bio, okay? Anna is the toxic positivity creator. She rose to fame on social media doing plus-size fashion content. She eventually started to focus on her weight and health, and she did so at the time promoting workouts and protein junk food while secretly losing weight via a GLP-1 medication. Anna is also a known liar, and that is not a sentence that I want to say. I like to see the best in people. If you've been here before, you know that. But Anna will just lie about literally everything, even the most minuscule of things. She will lie about to make sure that she can keep up this very positive, happy, cheery front that she's put on social media for all of these years. And despite her overly positive sort of persona, she will always let her mask slip. And when she does, what we end up seeing is that she's really anything but that positive persona that she likes to put on. As I mentioned, Anna's social media, which is now strictly TikTok and Instagram, she's let her YouTube channel go mostly dark, has been very focused on her surgeries and her Starbucks. So much so that I even caught her awkwardly standing in the background of another creator that I like's video.
Number 2.
Where's the mouth?
Is this Glinda's Pink Potion or is this Alpha Buzz Cold Brew? Which one do you think it is? Can't decide? Go back to the first one though.
Okay, palate cleanse.
Okay, palate cleanse.
And then, it's still really similar though.
Are they?
Oh, no, this one's...
She's been promoting both very heavily over the last year or so, with her surgeries taking a major priority in her content on both TikTok and Instagram, again, because they can be easily cross-posted. But her surgery is taking the priority there, and she's recently posted videos of herself dancing in pre-op while she's under twilight sedation and as she's had her bandages removed. All seems to be going well for her, even as she posts the most gory of details. And then TikTok flagged one of her videos. And as you could have probably guessed, this flagging sent Anna completely over the edge, and she did the thing that we love the most here on this channel. She reacted with emotion, posted right away a nice little mask slip video for us, and then immediately deleted it. But as we know, the internet is forever, so here's Anna freaking out about TikTok.
I'm in a cab heading back from my MLD and I'm pissed off because TikTok just flagged one of my videos where I documented my lipedema removal surgery because they said I was promoting a negative body image because I was promoting cosmetic surgery. Let's just be very clear. Lipedema removal surgery is not a cosmetic surgery. It is a medical procedure to treat an illness. It is different than normal liposuction. It requires more technical skill, and it's removing fibrosis from the body, which actually can cause complications with your joints and your organs. So yeah, it's not a cosmetic procedure, and that's some bullshit.
I truly wonder what Anna thinks she's going to get out of lecturing TikTok and their AI model. Because by now, it's well known that this is an issue. Their AI model is not great when it comes to flagging and also removing videos. Most content creators who make content on that platform complain about it at some point or another, having something false flagged or falsely removed. It's a known issue, so she's not going to fix it with this one video complaining. But in this instance, and I truly dislike Anna for making me do this, I'm gonna have to agree with that broken TikTok AI because Anna is promoting a cosmetic surgery and not really doing a whole lot else these days. If you were to watch her content, all you would see lately is this surgery video. She's being marked up by doctors, promoting their numbers of surgeries, or how they've invented some new technique, or just posting about herself singing under anesthesia. There's a very little focus on these videos being informative or providing information to help people understand why this might be medically necessary. I'm assuming the reason that this made Anna so angry that she reacted the way she did and made this video that she then immediately felt like she needed to delete is because she has been spending the last few years really building herself up as this sort of lipedema expert. She is a lipedema warrior. She knows all and she's here to share it with you. She wants her content to be educational in nature and has said as much. The problem is that Anna's content continues to be extremely harmful to these communities, and we have pointed that out here on the channel over and over and over again. One example, just to make my point, is she told people with her platform that they should seek out this sort of altitude chamber treatment that she had done, and she told them she was going to make that a regular part of her own treatment, without telling the audience that the chamber she had just sat in, there's only 2 in existence because it's an experimental treatment and those chambers are prototypes. I swear you cannot make these things up. That's just one example of why content like Anna's might get flagged by a system like TikTok, because it's medical misinformation. Whether she means for it to be or not, it is. And there's something about Anna's specific brand of toxic positivity that makes her videos unrealistic and uninformative. Let's talk about a few recent examples of why her content might have been flagged. First, according to the Lipedema Project, a research group for lipedema, while this type of liposuction is a recommended treatment, they state that doctors should have aesthetic conversations with their patients to set realistic expectations because successful liposuction may not change the shape of the legs from a cosmetic viewpoint. Anna has not shared anything like this at all. In fact, she's gone so far the opposite direction that she has told us that she's so excited to see what her new body will be like. In fact, Dr. Amron, this doctor she's been promoting so heavily, his website goes out of its way to do the opposite of what's recommended by every other credible source on lipedema. On his website, he promises that they've come up with an approach that heals the root cause of lipedema and promises his patients lipo-sculpting artistry to create an aesthetically pleasing body contour.
Yeah, whatever. Words.
I'm gonna just let you sit with that for a second. I also found from looking at Stanford Medicine's website that the liposuction that Anna is getting is an effective treatment for lipedema, but results can only be maintained for an average of 5 years. There is research that says it can last up to 12, but that's only been true if patients adhere to compression and dietary changes. And this is research that was recently published by a doctor that Anna had on her channel, Dr. Karen Herbst. But she hasn't mentioned that at all. She's going through all these procedures, and it might only last for 5 years. Why do you think that Anna hasn't shared details like this with her audience? I would venture a guess that maybe, just maybe, it's because it doesn't make fun short-form content. Who needs to know the risks when singing Taylor Swift under anesthesia will bring in the views?
Shake it off, shake it off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh man, I should have done a transition where I shake it all off. You could have been shaking. I know, I should have shaken it off.
And that brings me to my next point, because within this same research document, again, written by Dr. Karen Herbst, a doctor that Anna is working directly with and that we have seen on her channel, this research states that they found women who got this liposuction surgery in the US were less likely to be successful because they were less likely to adhere to dietary changes. Anna hasn't mentioned dietary changes one single time across any of her platforms. It is a conversation she refuses to have, which is interesting since she really wants to set herself up as a lipedema expert. In fact, just recently, she actually posted this rant to her Instagram stories.
I'm just gonna rant for like 2 seconds. I don't do this very often, but I want to today. I want to rant. I'm so sick and tired of people coming on my account being like, when are you gonna address your diet? Y'all don't know what I eat. I don't make that much food content. I don't talk about what I eat. And frankly, you are not here watching me put food in my mouth. So how do you know what I'm eating? You see my body size and you make a lot of assumptions, but you don't know shit. Also, I'm in a slight flare up. Can you tell? She got those red cheeks, which means my immune system is pissed.
You know, when we finally get to see Anna this way, it kind of makes me wonder if it is just exhausting to her to pretend to be this super happy, positive person all the time, when that's clearly not who she is as a human. Now, I don't know about you, I don't know if you all saw this, but when I saw this Instagram story, it immediately made me laugh because she is so defensive. Like, it is just dripping with condescension for her audience. It's so clear to me that it is pure deflection and projection on her part, because she's stating, people are always asking if I am going to address my diet. She very clearly is feeling some type of way about the way she eats, and so when people poke at that and this is the response, that is her letting us know she's got these internal things happening and somebody's touched a nerve. And one of the reasons that I find this most interesting is because she might be telling the truth and that she doesn't really eat on camera frequently, but when she does, it's always videos of herself getting junk food or sugary drinks. She's recently posted about herself traveling to get a glizzy.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Stopping to get cotton candy on her way to get a bagel. And lately, she always has a giant iced coffee in her hands. But the truth is, people could have been honestly asking in good faith when Anna plans to talk about her diet changes, because as a lipedema expert, changing your diet is a pretty big deal. In fact, a key component of lipedema treatment is a ketogenic diet. According to the Lipedema Project, patients who have obesity on top of lipedema find that they have significantly more problems with pain and mobility. All things we've heard Anna say. They state that maintaining a healthy weight can help keep these symptoms under control and reduce the risk of other factors such as cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. And Anna has done everything on her platforms to talk about her lipedema except talk about her eating. She's talked about compression, manual lymphatic drainage, exercise, taking supplements, and even getting liposuction. Eating is the only thing she still refuses to address on her channels without talking about it this way. And that's fascinating Because if she was this lipedema warrior who wanted to be educational, you'd think that she would want to promote this big piece of the change, because you'd want people to follow a holistic treatment plan for their lipedema. But she's not giving them that. Instead, focusing on the vanity components of it. So that could have been a very real question from her audience, because most of the women who are following her lately are telling her that they want to treat their own lipedema and that they're learning so much from her. Why wouldn't she teach them about the dietary changes, right? She is their expert, and she's built herself up to be that expert. But Anna, good old Anna, responded in a way that let all of us know immediately that she has changed nothing and she plans to change nothing. She went so far as to finish her rant with this. And again, I swear, you cannot make these things up, because if Anna doesn't realize that the occasional potato is not the problem, I don't know how anyone is going to help her. Finally, after doing her usual nonsense of telling the haters they don't matter and they don't affect her, she went ahead and released a video of herself food prepping. Now, I'm not going to judge the things that Anna is eating because I truly don't care, but when I watched this video, I was immediately like, tell me you've never cut an onion or you don't do that regularly without telling me, because what are we doing? And why are all the peppers different sizes? They're going to cook at different rates. You're going to make me crazy. The one thing I did want to point out is that she's setting this up and implying, I'm doing my self-care, I'm taking one day a week to make my food for the rest of the week. But if you pay extra attention to the video, she changes outfits like 3 times. And outside of that, she also just looks incredibly unhappy, but then made her caption sort of like bright and cheery, as she always does. It literally looks like food prepping is the last thing she wants to be doing. And here's the thing, that might be true. Food prepping might be the self-care that she hates the most. But because of her toxic positivity persona, she can't just do the very real thing and say, I actually hate doing this. It's an hour that I don't look forward to, but I do it anyway because it sets me up for success and it sets me up for the week in a way that my future self always appreciates. I sometimes wonder if it would kill Anna to just try to be a real person for one day. Alright, that is all I have for you all today. At this point, I am so curious to know what you think, and if you've been keeping up with Anna, if you saw these Instagram stories and drama in the wild, you will have to let me know, because I don't actually keep up with Anna in real time as much as I should anymore. But it's mostly because I can't handle the surgery arc and the details that she will post. They are extremely gory. Like, content warning for you. In one video, I'm going to put an image up here in a second, I'll try to warn you. There was like a chunk of her arm fat just hanging out on a table in the background. I can't with that. So I don't actually watch a lot of the surgery content if I don't have to, but I will skim it. Because again, medical misinformation and disinformation is like one of the most harmful things that could be shared. And she has made it essentially her entire platform, which is intriguing to me. And she's done all of that just to get herself these surgeries. And I know she's been complaining a lot about medical bills, but with how much she's posting on social media, I've got a lot of questions. I'm so curious to know what you think about her recent surgery content, if you've been keeping up with it, if you think she's being educational and informative, if you've caught other misinformation or disinformation that I didn't mention here. Please, please, please share your opinions and comments with me down below in the comment section. You always come so prepared, and I always love to read what you have to say, so please share that with me down below. And for all my introvert friends out there who may not feel comfortable leaving your opinion in an internet comment section, I see you. Go ahead and leave me some sort of magic emoji today, a magic wand, a top hat, a bunny. I will take it. It's almost bunny season. Because Anna is clearly looking for a magic pill and trying to say that she's not, but she very clearly is. So go ahead and leave some of that magic in my comment section this week. I look forward to seeing your emojis just as much as I look forward to reading the opinions, so I hope you'll leave them for me there. As always, thank you all so much for being here with me this week. I will see you in the next one. Bye!